The transition from pro to Joe can be a challenge for many retiring NHLers. Since 1999, the NHLAA, the National Hockey League Alumni Association, has worked to provide a softer, more productive landing for the players, their families, and their communities once the skates are hung up for good. And here with more is NHLAA Executive Director Glenn Healy. Glenn, good to have you on the show. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, glad to be part of a great Monday morning, so to speak. As gloomy as it may be outside, it's nice.
It's always warm and sunny in here, let me tell you. So you've been in the role as Executive Director 5 years, the association for 23. A lot has changed since '99, and even under your tenure. So tell us about the transition program and your education partner, Queen's University, how that all folds in.
Well, we're a unique brotherhood in a lot of ways. We need to take care of one another. We need to protect one another as NHL players. We have about 3,800 guys that are retired National Hockey League players. And then let's not forget the extended family, your spouses, your kids. And so one thing I do know for certain is every player will retire. We're going to get Crosby, going to get Ovechkin,
That's right.
then O'Hara, even Austin Matthews. Maybe if he retires at the end of this year, it'd be pretty good for our group, but he's not going to. So all will retire, but not all will transition the right way. When the NHL train leaves the station, and for the first time in 20 years or 15 years, you're not on it, there's a sense of isolation, a lack of structure, and we're there to kind of help players go through that transition piece to make the next part of their life as productive as the first part of your life, which is, let's face it, you play in the National Hockey League, there is not a better job you will ever have. The trouble is it ends when you're 27 or 28. Now what's next? And so we're there to help in that journey.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Father Time catches up, and it's a great career, good money, but not a super long career for many guys. You know, we've seen all these articles and documentaries over the years about especially NBA and NFL players where, 60% or 78% of them within 5 years, have real financial stress. Hockey doesn't have the same sort of pay structure as those sports, but are the numbers comparable at all?
Well, I think they are. When you try to play a very short career and live a very long life, there can be an extreme burn rate. And so there has to be an adaptation, a transition in how you cope with living the next 30, 40 years of your life. There are players that run into trouble, there's no doubt. And that's why we create transition programs where we provide financial literacy through Enriched Academy to the players, where Queen's University is a huge partner with Smith Academy. Fantastic for us. Game plan, 100 different programs that players and spouses can utilize. We have probably 1,000 players and spouses that are utilizing our program. So there's a lot of places to play for NHL players when they retire. And we just want to make sure that when you leave the ice, that that next journey is a great one. And, for the most part, let's face it, the game is about the players. Right. We are going to get 135 new members of our Alumni Association tomorrow. Players that maybe didn't make the playoffs and aren't going to get a contract next year. Players that won't win a cup this year and won't get a contract. They will become part of my team, our team. And I'm really proud of the fact that the team that I'm on now, I've got maybe Beliveau at center. I've got Wayne Gretzky at center. I've got a lot of picks for a lot of good players. So I probably don't think I'll be the starting goalie. I'm going to say that right up front. But we are a large group that take care of one another, and I'm really proud of the fact that we do that. It doesn't happen in a lot of different businesses. You leave CP24, been there a while, phone doesn't really ring that often. Well, I get that right. Our phone does.
Glenn, we got a minute and a half left. I want to squeeze all this in. We lost a couple legends just lately, Bossy, Lafleur. These guys were kings of their respective dynasties. What do you want kids to know about that generation and your generation of NHL?
Well, I think first off, it's those players paved the roads for players like me to drive on them. The Darryl Sittlers of the world paved the road for me to wear a Maple Leaf sweater. Johnny Bower, Guy Lafleur, and Richard and Beliveau, the big three in Montreal, they paved the roads for all of those Montreal Canadiens to drive on them. So we've lost a legend, a pioneer, and certainly, when you look at that franchise, it's the players that have built that franchise. The fans and the players that have come together to celebrate 23 Stanley Cups. And so we've lost some big ones in our game, and we will honor them. That is our mission statement, honor the past. And we will be in Montreal tomorrow to do them proud. All of them, but more important, Guy.
Well said.
That's
beautiful. Le Démon Blonde. Maple Leafs, got to get you out of here on this. What do you think about this squad going up against a tough double defending championship team in Tampa?
Well, if you're going to win the cup, you might as well go through the toughest road first. No sense wasting any of our time. So they've got a great goaltender in Tampa. If they can find the key to that, and if they can play like they played through the course of the regular season, then they've got as good a chance as anybody to hoist the trophy. I played in New York. We went 54 years, 3 generations of not winning
That's right.
a Stanley Cup. We did it. And I would love nothing more than to see 4 generations of Leaf fans satisfied with a Stanley Cup, and this group better than any to bring it.
Glenn Healy, Executive Director of the National Hockey League Alumni Association, representing players retiring in the greatest sport in the world. I thank you for your time. Have a great day and enjoy the playoffs.
I am going to, and you couldn't have said it better at the end. Enjoy.